Hey, I wanted to share this with you in case it's not quite as beautiful where you are. Do I wish you were here? Fuck no.
Good morning, guys. Happy Friday! It is Friday. It is Friday. Into the work week. It is Friday. It is Friday. Into the work week. Into the work week. I cannot with this weather. It's cold today, child. Gonna put some. Ooh, no, that's the AC. No. We need some heat. How y'all doing, peoples? I hope y'all are good. I've just been recording these little quick vlogs. You know, it's not too much editing, but they're updated because y'all know I already have tons of stuff that's behind. Hold on, I gotta wipe the Mountain Dew, that's what I call it, the dew that's on the mirrors and windows off. My mirrors are heated, but they take too long. Okay, I'm gonna chat with you guys. I'm gonna do one of the Q&A questions I always get for years, and I've been trying to do a proper Q&A for years, and I just never have gotten to it. But I think what better time than now to do it, you know, because like I said, these are easy videos for me. It's not too much going on. I can shoot it quick on the way to work, and there really ain't gonna be much editing in it. You know, I ain't gonna do all the graphics and the sound effects and the colors and the backgrounds. No, just simple, you know, talking and simple edits, basic edits. So, I have an appointment today before I go to work. So I'm gonna go to my appointment, and then we'll go to the office. But one of the main questions that I always get and have always gotten since I've been on YouTube all these years, and I probably have answered this question a bunch of times. If you scroll back in my videos, I'm sure that this was answered, but I don't know. So the question is, what made me start a YouTube channel? That actually is a multifaceted answer because it wasn't one thing. It was multiple things, honestly. So, I think I told y'all this before, but me and a couple of my friends were actually contemplating being on the Bad Girls Club. Y'all remember that show, the Bad Girls Club? And auditioning and all this stuff, right? And it was funny because at that time we were vlogging, and we didn't even know we were vlogging around that time. So that had to be either the beginning of 2011 or 2010. And you know, I was still living in the city. I was closer to like my some of my childhood friends. You know, we real New York. And I don't even remember who said it, like whose idea it was, but when we thought about it, we was like, oh, we totally could audition, you know, whatever, for Bad Girls Club. And that didn't happen. it's so many like little intricate parts that I could go into details, but I'm not. Bottom line is the Bad Girls Club did not happen. But when I had started, like, we were shooting like little video clips and stuff around that time, I was like, oh, I like this, you know, I really like this. My godchild, who is now 21, at the time she was just, you know, like a little girl, and she was so fascinated
oh, I'm so excited
with the whole idea of YouTube. Now, I don't know if she was watching people on YouTube or whatever, but she and her mom, who's my cousin, my closest cousin, was like, you should do a YouTube channel, right? And I was just like, what? Like, YouTube, right? So they were like, yeah, you really should do a YouTube channel because you're hilarious. And I used to post like, not videos, but like random, my thoughts and opinions as I do now on a video. I used to do this on MySpace. I used to create memes before memes was a thing, child. And on Facebook, when I was on Facebook, I used to just, be myself and always had like something funny to say or whatever. So, they were like, oh, you should start a YouTube channel, whatever. Okay, so fast forward at some point in 2011, I don't even know. I started watching more YouTube, right? And I cannot for the life of me remember this girl's name, but initially I started watching vlogs, right? Because that's what spoke to me on YouTube. But there was a handful of people vlogging at that time, like a handful. And there was this one girl from New York, and some of y'all might remember her, some of my old YouTube tubies. She was from New York. She was from the Bronx. She was Puerto Rican. I cannot remember her name, but she was one of the first people. I always give her credit as being one of the biggest inspirations for me to start vlogging outside of my own personal reasons, right? And she was one of the first people that I saw basically just rolling through the streets in New York with her camera or phone. I don't remember. She used to be on the trains. And what I loved about her was she was so New York. You understand? Like, just a New York girl living in the New York world, taking a train. I don't think she even drove. She had a little son. So she was on like doing her hustle bustle. She was into fashion. I remember she always used to like to wear like really bright neon colors. Some of y'all who are my old YouTubers and y'all been around, do y'all remember who I'm talking about? If you do, drop her name in the comments. I don't think she makes videos anymore, but I found her on my old channel. Like, started watching her on my old channel. So once I started this channel, I lost touch with a lot of people, and a lot of people that I used to watch, because I don't fool with that channel anymore, because once Style Hall actually took over that channel, when I partnership with them, it was not my channel anymore. It did not belong to me. They didn't give me access to how much money I was making, how much money they were taking. In the beginning, it was great, having somebody I could reach out to with any YouTube problem and they would fix that, have it fixed or whatever. But then that started to stop. Now, it could be me too, because I guess they thought I was going to be this like big YouTube, so maybe I could have, but I never followed through. I never followed through, because like that stuff is a lot of work. I always had a career. I was never like not, I don't know, on the grind, in the real world. Like, the internet is, to me, not that it's not the real world, so don't take that the wrong way, because some people make a very decent living on YouTube. Some people, very small amount. And then even the money that you make on YouTube, people don't talk about, but what about other things, right? So you get a salary maybe to pay your rent or whatever, or your mortgage. And then there's so many other bills that people don't talk about, right? And then if you make enough money to file taxes on YouTube, you're making even less money, and there's more. Child, I ain't gonna even get into it. But anyway, so Style Hall used to always be like, do this, make this video. They wanted me to collab, because that's how they was like building their network. They used to like have their creators collabing with other creators that were all under their network. And I remember when I found out that Karuchi, she might still be, was under Style Hall, and I was like, I found that interesting. But I also felt, and I'm gonna be honest, because I ain't under them no more, I felt like they catered to their celebrity clients, okay? Like their A and B list celebrity clients, more than they catered to, like, someone like me or whoever else was signed under them that was not like internationally known or semi-famous. I don't think Karuchi is internationally famous, but most people know who she is, right? And she used to be having like all these campaigns, and then you would see Style Hall's branding in it, and there was a few other people as well, but I remember Karuchi clearly when they signed her, and a few other people, like the other creators kind of like took a back seat. Like, you weren't getting responses to your emails as fast. They used to have like workshops and stuff that you could, like, because you were part of the network, that you could sign on for free, that wasn't offered to everybody, or if it was, those people had to pay if they wasn't a part of the network. And I remember Style Hall being like the network that everybody wanted to be a part of, right? Because it was like one of the cooler, up and coming, hip networks, and like all the like fashion girls and, you know, models and beauty, everybody wanted to be a part of Style Hall. And they asked me to join their network. I didn't reach out, because do y'all remember when the networks would reach out to people, and if they didn't, you always had the option to fill out whatever their paperwork is and submit it to them, and then they would either approve or deny you. And I always just found, I just found that crazy. Like, somebody's gonna literally tell you what your worth is, I don't know, based off what? Based off of what? Like a few YouTube videos? I don't freaking know. But like I said, they reached out to me, and I was like, what? Now, at that time, I wasn't vlogging. I was doing fashion videos, some beauty, you know, I don't know, whatever was like popping. Like, we used to do a lot of tag videos. Remember that, girls, my old school tubies, when we used to do like a lot of tag, like fun stuff. But so just fast forward. Okay, now the girl that I'm talking about, the one that inspired me, like, I just was like, yo, this is so dope to even be able to capture, like, in this virtual time capsule, your life, right? I just loved her, and she was super cool. She would always respond to comments. You know, she had gained a lot of notoriety, especially amongst like the New York YouTubers, and then other people started, you know, finding out who she was or whatever. And I think she came out with maybe like a jewelry line. She always used to have like these really funky shaped glasses. Dang, what was her name? Dope. She was a dope YouTuber, and she was like, what I also liked was she was different. She was different. She had her own unique style. Her personality was New York, but it was her. It was her own unique personality. And if y'all don't know, New Yorkers, we don't like to be like other people. We don't want to be like other people. If y'all all wearing purple, we are going to wear neon green. If everybody's you know, driving Lamborghinis, we gonna be driving Maseratis. Like, New Yorkers, and any of my New Yorkers in the comments, you can co-sign this, because you know it to be true. I have discovered in other places, you know, in other states and stuff, people don't care about that sort of thing, like, oh, being different, being unique, standing out. No, they're like, some people find comfort in being the same or doing the same things as other people, or, oh, she's doing that, do it too. Oh, you got red flowers, I want red flowers too. Like, not New Yorkers, okay? We ain't trying to be like nobody else. We don't want to be like nobody else. And if we wearing red flowers in our hair, and then you start wearing red flowers in your hair, oh, we gonna be mad. We gonna be mad and tell you, what you doing? You ain't see me first without red flowers. You know what I mean? Like, so it's I don't know if it's just a New York thing, but it's definitely a New York thing. New Yorkers don't want to be like nobody else, and we for freaking aim to be different. As soon as somebody like jumps on a New Yorker's style or swag or something like that, yo, we are on to the next. We are trying to move on to something different, because we ain't trying to walk around with nothing nobody else got. You hear me? But and like I said, I'm from New York, so I'm speaking from a New Yorker's perspective. That doesn't mean that, here I go having to clarify, y'all, but it's okay. That doesn't mean that other people in other areas are not the same. I'm just speaking from a New York perspective, and I have learned, over these years living and talking to people and stuff like that, being different and standing out is not necessarily a thing in other places. They don't care, child. Oh, we are all gonna wear hats for the winter with the bees on them. Great, I'll make 500, and everybody wearing bee hats in certain areas. Now there's obviously a such thing as trendy stuff, right? So sneakers and all of that, Jordans and all of that, that's from New York. Okay, that I know for a fact. That started in New York. The whole sneaker craze, that's a New Yorker made that popular. And now, like I tell y'all again, I had said in one of my videos, I don't know, months back, year back, I don't freaking know, that these fake sneakerheads make it bad for people who actually grew up in the sneaker culture and who actually appreciate sneakers as fashion statements, art, things like that. And you got people who could care less about any of that, but only want stuff because it's trendy. Now, is there something wrong with that? I don't know. I guess that's a personal thing, right? For me, I don't like that, because I don't want something just because everybody else likes it. It has to speak to me. I don't care if it's expensive or inexpensive, ugly, whatever, something that no one likes. If it speaks to me, come on. I ain't got no time for no slowdowns today. Oh, no. What are we doing? If it speaks to me, then I'm on it. You understand? But it has to speak to me. I don't fall in that it's trendy. Do I like some trendy things? I've said this a million times. I'm sorry, you guys, for those who hear me say the same things, but I have to repeat myself because y'all know the internet is just crazy. I do like some trendy things, right? And just because it's trendy doesn't mean that I won't indulge in the trend because, I don't want to be like everybody else. It just depends on what it is. But when things become like oversaturated, like I'm trying to think. I want to give y'all an example of something that became, those are trees, an oversaturated thing, and then I just was like, oh, child, I can't. Everywhere you turn, you see people. You see people with something like it's oversaturated. Like, I'm good. I'll be the black sheep in a herd of all white sheep. You hear me? I can't think of anything right now. But anyway, so I just had to give old girl her props. I swear, I wish I could remember her name. And I loved her. And that is what kind of sparked. I didn't start vlogging right away, but that kind of sparked me to like start thinking about, okay, well, I'm doing like these fashion videos. I had came to YouTube already established with a business, and I started sharing things about my business on YouTube. I used to do reviews on YouTube. That was another thing I did on my old channel. Like, I reviewed, like, remember the sidekicks, the T-Mobile sidekick? I had reviewed that. There was some other things. I used to talk about sharing sample sales. Like, I used to get a lot of my designer stuff from sample sales in New York. If you don't know what that is, usually in New York City, Manhattan, there's a lot of fashion warehouses or boutiques and things like that that offer really high-end luxury things at discounted rates at sample sales. You usually either have to be on a mailing list or just know somebody to know when these sales are. They're not usually publicized or open to the public for everybody, right? Unless you know, you don't know. And that was one of my biggest things. Like, I used to love to go to these sample sales because you would find such good unique things for way less than they were gonna charge you in like a department store. I started doing videos like that. I would be announcing like, oh, you know, when boutiques would be having their sales. I remember doing that. And then, you know, like, my channel just progressed as time went on, right? So I started gaining subscribers. I started gaining, you know, support from people like out of the country and stuff like that. And I just was like, wow, like this is really, really cool, you guys. This is really cool. I started to meet some of you. I started to meet some really cool girls. And then, like, you know, we start talking and supporting each other and getting to know each other. And then that's when, like, I got into the whole love mail thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Only kind of love mail I could think of is like pen pals. Remember pen pals? Like, you would have strangers that you used to write letters and send stuff to. I remember doing that in like either junior high school or like the beginning of high school. Like there would be pen pals from like other countries, and you could send them stuff, right? It kind of reminded, love mail on YouTube kind of reminded me of that, because we don't know each other personally, but you know, we are getting to know each other through videos, not writing, but through videos. And then you get to know what people like. You want to send them a little love mail. And I used to love that about YouTube. It was so special and so cool that so many of us ladies was connecting on that level, and you would be so excited to get your box from so-and-so, or you would be so excited to go pick up something that maybe somebody couldn't get in their area and send it to them, and we would do our little unboxings. Like, it was such a beautiful thing. I love that about YouTube. This was all on my old channel, and then my brother died, you guys. Like, I remember I was on YouTube like a few years, and I wasn't vlogging yet, but like I said, the videos that I was doing, and then my brother died, and I went into a depression, you guys. I went into a depression, and at this time I was still living in an apartment, right? And I just remember, like, I had already started my YouTube channel, but you know, I don't know, I remember being so sad that I didn't have a lot of videos or pictures or things that I could hold on to now that my brother was gone, right? And I don't know, it was something that sparked in me, besides already being inspired by the girl that I told you about earlier. She was already on it with like the vlogging, and maybe, like I said, a few other people, but it wasn't a lot of people vlogging at that time. And you know, then just me thinking, like, I don't want to leave this earth without having something left that speaks to who I am from me, right? So you got people that have passed on, and a lot of people in my family passed on, and I just feel like I don't have enough of who they were. You know what I mean? Like my grandfather, like I remember my grandfather died. I was young, but like I have like 2 pictures of my grandfather. Now, granted, that was a long time ago. People ain't have phones taking pictures of everything or whatever. But like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like if my brother, who was only 4.5 years younger than me, he wasn't really a picture person. He wasn't really, you know, about that, like, I don't know. He was just real laid back. You know what I mean? I have always been the same person. I've been a free spirit. I've always been creative. I would sit in my room for hours and just, you know, do craft and DIYs and be recording. I used to make plays up on my little this recorder that my parents bought me, with the little cassette tapes. And I would ask my brother, oh, come in here, you gotta pretend like you the bad guy, whatever. And he would be like, what? Like, I literally would make up whole plays and stuff like that. You know, I would have my dolls, and it would be like a whole new reality or whatever. And he used to say, can I play with you? And I'd be like, no, because I want nobody interfering with my creativity. You understand? And then, like, I used to be like, nah, I can't do that to my little brother. But, you know, when your siblings come in and stuff, they be messing up your stuff, messing up the whole scene and all of that. But yeah, so the beginning, you guys, of me trying to capture more of my life, my family, my friends, what's going on in the world. You know, how can I preserve these things and keep up with it, right? That was the thing. So then So I'm giving you guys a lot of background. So then I did start vlogging on my old channel, on the Pink Hugs channel. And, you know, it was vlogs here and there. But those of you who remember, I'll scroll some footage up here. I used to be walking in the mornings to work, because at that time I was not driving, and because I lived in the city and just driving just didn't make sense. But I would leave my house, I would put on my phone, and I would start vlogging and, you know, talk to you guys in the morning on my way to work. And, you know, I would be showing y'all little crazy stuff on the buses and the trains. And I would be talking to y'all like from the train stations when I would be waiting for the train. And, you know, just random stuff. Random, whatever spoke to me, whatever I felt like capturing, whatever happened to me in that day. I remember sharing a story on the train platform. I was on the train platform waiting to go home, and I had told y'all a story about a guy on the bus who said he was homeless. He kept harassing people or whatever, and he had on like the latest Jordans or whatever, and I gave my opinion. Listen, I'm in New York. You don't just pull out your wallet. You can't just, you know, people asking you for stuff, you can't just willingly give. No. I don't know where y'all are from, but in New York, that is not something that we do. You have to be very cautious about giving people money and stuff like that, right? Come on, y'all slowing down way too much. Damn, troopers are out here giving people tickets. Yeah, so fast forward, I started doing, you know, my little vlogs, and then I would vlog going out with hubby, and, you know, where we would go out to eat. And then I would vlog when I was going shopping in different stores. I would be vlogging. And that is literally how I started vlogging. And that was in 2011. I would start, my goddaughter would come over and spend the weekends with me. And, you know, we would vlog because she was already kind of like hip to the YouTube world and like how it worked and stuff, and she would be throwing people's names out there like, oh, you know who she knew? And I was so surprised because she was so young. She was like, Latoya Forever. She's like, oh god, mama, you know Latoya Forever? And I'm like, huh? I don't know no goddamn Latoya Forever. And then I figured out who Latoya Forever was. You know, Latoya used to make those little comedy videos, and then she was funny too. Latoya was just like a goofball, you know. And then Latoya started vlogging. Like, everybody started jumping on the vlog bandwagon after a while. You know, it became like the next thing in a YouTuber's portfolio, if you was on YouTube, was to vlog. So like I said, with Style Hall, I just felt like I didn't have control over my content. They were subscribing people to my channel. They were subscribing me to other people's channels, and I would see these people's videos pop up in my feed, and I'm like, I didn't subscribe to this person. Like, this is not something that I would ever be interested in or whatever. And it just kept happening. And when I would reach out and say, you know, please don't subscribe these people to my channel, I'm not interested in these people, you would never get no response, because how they kept their numbers growing, and this is still something that people do, is that they have control of your account. They have control of your YouTube account, and they will just subscribe you to all of their people in their network, and then whoever else, you know, they want. And this is how they say that they're making people's channel grow, but it's fake. It's a facade, because a lot of people that they were subscribing to each other, even though we were all in the same network, doesn't mean that we all want to watch each other or even support each other. Like, so that frustrated me, you guys. And like I said, they would be funny with my money. Like, certain things, like views and stuff that I would get, I read my paperwork, like my money should have been way more. And then when you would ask them, like, oh, shouldn't this be this, it will always be like some stupid breakdown of why your check wasn't what. No, child, listen, it wasn't even enough money for me to like be like, oh no, I'm really fighting. You know, it was a good little piece of change, extra, because I was doing something that was fun that I wanted to do. But other than that, like, nope. And like I said, I was under contract, so at some point, like, I just was like, yo, I'm gonna start another channel, because I cannot continue to not have, you know, control or access of this channel. They wouldn't let you, I've said this before, they wouldn't let me see my analytics, and that baffled me. What network who's honest and that's helping you would private your analytics from you, the creator? Why would you private my own analytics? What are you doing with my money and my views that you don't want me to see? I was done after that. I started taking videos down. I started privating a lot of videos so that I could, you know, copy them for myself, for my own records. And I had already made the other channel, this channel, which is now called She Is Supreme. I think I'm going through 3 or 4 name changes. The original name was 50 Shades of Pink 1, I think. And then it went to Simply Being Supreme, I think. No, then it went to Pink's Vlogs and something. Then it went to Simply Being Supreme, because my main channel, I had renamed it to Being Supreme. So it was, I wanted to keep them connected, but I wanted them to stand out. So the vlog channel was Simply Being Supreme, and the main channel was Being Supreme. And then I recently changed it because it was just too many people with Simply. I'm like, again, I'm a New Yorker. I don't want to be in a box where everybody doing and saying and wearing it. No, like, I had to change my stuff up a little bit, because every Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, like, there's so many people with the Simply in front of their name, and I was over it. So dropped the Simply, and I started to contemplate, okay, like, do I want to keep my channel name Supreme, because that's really my name. And, you know, I started like writing down stuff, jotting down, you know, some ideas of what the channel could be. And I always wanted, like, because this specifically to me, well, now this is my main channel because I don't do nothing on the other channel, but initially when it had started, it was supposed to be just for vlogs, but now it's my everything channel. And then I had thought about starting another channel. I'm not doing that. It don't make no sense. Like, I could keep everything under one umbrella. That's why they have playlists and ways for you to organize your videos. So, you know, I don't feel like I need another channel. It's not really necessary. I know that the people that are on this channel, everybody doesn't like everything that I do, and I've discussed this prior as well. You know, some people are here for your vlogs, but they don't want to see your hauls, or some people are here for your hauls, but they don't care about your vlogs, or, you know, just whatever. So I have a decent amount of subscribers, and I'm still like, oh, dude, should I make this public now? Like, I remember I told y'all, like, even on my old channel, I don't know. On this channel, when I started it, I was like, I'm gonna just private the subscribers, because I always just felt like that's how you would judge, at least back in the day. It might be a little different now, but back in the day, I just felt like any and everybody judges you based off of numbers. And as we know, or maybe some of y'all don't, these numbers on here are not, a lot of them are not legitimate. You know what I mean? The views are not legitimate. The comments are not legitimate. The subscribers are not legitimate. Like, so you can't even judge someone based off of numbers, but people do, because this is the world that we live in. And I will tell you, even for me, like, if I'm searching for something on YouTube, right, for something for research purposes, and you see a video that has 75,000 views and a video that has 300 views, which video are you usually going to choose? You're going to choose the one that has the 75,000 views, because you're going to think that video is better based off of the views. Does it always mean that? It doesn't. But that's just how our brains think, I think. So, like I said, when I started this channel, I didn't want the focus to be on, oh, well, how many subscribers she has? You know, is she popping because of the subscribers? No, you ain't know how many subscribers I had. You don't know anything based off of numbers. You either would have to watch my video and be like, oh, she's dope, or watch my video and be like, oh, no, she's not for me. You know what I mean? And that's how I was on it back then. But yeah, so that's how this channel got started, you guys. All of that to say, that's how this channel got started, and that's how I started vlogging. Like I said, it was a combination of things, and vlogging is actually one of the best things that I have enjoyed as far as YouTube goes. You know, I've done like a little bit of everything on YouTube, but vlogging is definitely my passion. And like I said, it could be because I just feel like I want to capture my life. And like I've told you guys, I am so happy that I actually started vlogging, because to look back on 10 years ago, to now, I'm like, wow, like it's such a cool thing, to reflect on. And some people that were in my vlogs have now passed away, or some people in my vlogs, you know, we were like really young and now we're older with, you know, in different stages of life. Like it's that memory time capsule, right? And like I told y'all before, I remember somebody saying a smart comment to me about, because I was private, like even though I used to, you know, vlog or whatever, I wouldn't share certain things, and I think that aggravated people. And as I have told you, I have always been the same. It aggravated people that I didn't share every little detail, and it would be some random person in the comments saying like, why are you on the internet? Why are you vlogging if you're not going to share every single thing? Because I don't have to, and no one has to. People try to make you feel uncomfortable if you're not, you know, revealing every little detail of your life or sharing every little thing, because people feel like you belong to them, right? Or YouTube, like what you get connected to these people that you watch every day, every week, through the months, through the years. You see them grow, you see their families grow, you see life changes. You be feeling like that's your sister, your cousin, and them. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I get it, but I feel like nobody has a right to tell somebody else like what they should or shouldn't be doing on their channel. You do whatever you want to do. Obviously, like I said, some of us agree and relate to certain things that other YouTubers do, and some of us don't. And we're not gonna always be on the same page, but it doesn't matter, because you stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. We keep a level of respect, and everything will be gravy, you know. But I'm gonna stop talking because this is 38 minutes. 38 minutes, and I just wanted to answer that question. A lot of you like these long videos, you know, like God bless y'all. I know some of y'all love the long videos, child, and I feel like my last few videos have been pretty long. So I started vlogging last night, but then I got interrupted because the dog had to go out, and then I forgot to continue vlogging. So those few clips I'll probably delete, because I don't know, at this point I never finished the vlog. So finish vlogging, I don't know, we'll see if I could pop them in somewhere, but if not, then yeah, whatever. That's it. But yeah, you guys, so anybody who wants, this is not a tag video. It was just a question that I usually get a lot. Anybody who wants to do a video answering either why did they start vlogging, or why did they start making videos, you know, what was it based off of, feel free. I'm always interested to know, you know, why people got on YouTube, right? Because I feel like people on YouTube are special people, because it does take a lot to get on a public platform. If you think about it, it's kind of creepy, where you share your likeness with God knows who. It's a public platform. I mean, people in other countries watch me, and I find that fascinating. Like I've always told y'all that when I check my analytics and I'm looking at people in like Africa or Canada, you know, places like that. Well, Canada not so much, but like Africa, like it's Sweden. It's so weird to me. Like, hey, like a lot of those people, I guess, don't comment. But I can say that I watch some videos too that I don't comment on. Like if I don't really have a connection with the person, but I enjoy maybe one or two things that they do on their YouTube channel, I might not comment. But if I enjoy it, I'll like it, you know. So they probably don't even know that I exist. So the same goes for me, right? Making content. There's probably people watching who have never made a comment, but they always tune in, right? Appreciate those people. But yeah, anybody feel free to do this video if you want to explain or dive into why you started your YouTube channel, and you know, what has it been for you. Like you could talk about the goods and the bads, because I've had my share of both. I'm not going to get into that now. But what you like about YouTube, what you don't like about YouTube, has it helped you in any way? Like I said, for me, especially the vlogging part, that helped me get through you know, sadness when I lost someone very close to me in my life. And it has just been very healthy for me, because as we all know, I have a very big family, I got a lot of friends, but I don't be wanting to talk to them about certain things. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. The people closest to you, sometimes you don't want to involve them in certain thoughts, your thought process, or you know, things that you want to talk about, whatever. Sometimes it's easier just talking to a camera where there's people out there watching that don't know you, you know, and they can actually offer, I feel like, a non-biased, neutral opinion, you know what I mean, about whatever you're talking about, if you're asking for advice or something like that. Come on, stop jumping back and forth. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it 42 minutes into this video, leave y'all B's in the comments. If you made it to 42 minutes of this video, leave y'all B's in the comments. I have a summer giveaway coming up next month. I have been gathering a little things. It's gonna be, I can say it's gonna be big, but it's gonna be substantial, because I think this might be my last giveaway for a while, for various reasons. But yeah, I want to do a summer giveaway. It's gonna be a few summer goodies that hopefully, you know, everybody participates in, and hopefully you guys can use all these things that, you know, I pick up. I usually try to, I know I said I was done, I usually try to get things that I like or that I think are good products, or you know, nice products to give away. I don't like to just give away, you know, anything. But yeah, summertime is right around the corner. This weekend's gonna be 97 degrees. We still in spring, child. I cannot. I will be in the house. There's no way. I would die. You know I have light sensitivity, right? Phototopia. Y'all ever heard of that? I have that, and I just can't. I can't. And yeah, we will be in the air conditioning in the house. Poor Chunky, he don't do good in like 75 degrees. So could you imagine 97 degrees? So he's gonna be in, I'm gonna be in. We're not going anywhere. Saturday, I think I'm just gonna stay in the house and try to edit some vlogs and watch TV, and that's gonna be that. I thought I was gonna finish putting together the rest of my patio set, but I'm not gonna be outside at 97 degrees. That's not gonna happen. We'll see what Sunday's temperature is. And I might go to Kohl's. That's what I might do. I might go to Kohl's in the morning, but I might upload this on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Don't forget, if you made it this far, leave them B's in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Let me concentrate on this road, because it looks like I'm about to hit some traffic, and I might have to. All right, talk to y'all later.